mountain of money over it. This is the great John McCain will be a strong, courageous, and effective leader from the first day he steps into the Oval Office. Some Catholic leaders are furious that John McCain has accepted the endorsement of televangelist John Hagee, who they say has a long history of vicious
Who the
attacks
fuck
on
is
their
John
church.
Hagee?
The president of the Catholic League, Bill Donahue, says Hagee regularly impugns the Catholic Church, calling it the, quote, great whore and a false cult system.
This thing is out of bounds, and this is why McCain has to
I
look at
never
this.
even
It's
heard
the
of this fucking
totality
guy.
of what the
Who
man
the fuck
stands
is
for.
he?
He's been bashing Catholicism for decades and making a mountain of money over it.
John Hagee. Shit.
This is the great whore
Damn.
of Revelation 17. This is the Antichrist system. This is the apostate church. In this cup, if you will read it in the book of Revelation, is the blood of the saints. This is talking principally about the blood of the Jewish people.
Dang.
Where? From the Crusades that happened back here. From the Spanish Inquisition. From the Holocaust. When Adolf Hitler came to power, he said, I'm not going to do anything in my lifetime that hasn't been done by the Roman Church for the past 800 years. I'm only going to do it on a greater scale and more efficiently. And he certainly has done just exactly that. God has said,
If he said
I
that,
gave you the time to
if he
repent,
said
but
that.
you did not. You,
That's
this
just crazy.
false cult system that was born in Genesis 10 and progressed through Israel and became Baal worship, God says the day is going to come when I'm going to cause this beast to devour this apostate system. So you can say very clearly that while the church is in heaven, this false religious system is going to be totally devoured by the Antichrist.
I'm very honored by Pastor John Hagee's endorsement today.
Oh, shit. I'm very honored about
To
it.
give up more land for peace. Joel 3 and 2 says, any nation that tries to get Israel to divide my land, I will bring it into judgment. I want those of you in the State Department and in government in Washington to hear this. If America does not stop pressuring Israel to give up land, I believe that God will bring this nation into judgment because I believe what this book says. And if God brings this nation into judgment, he will very likely release the terrorists that you've already let get here through the ridiculous immigration policy you refuse to stop. And this nation is going to go through a bloodbath that you have permitted
Dang.
because of what you have done.
I was pleased to have the endorsement of Pastor John Hagee yesterday.
Oh.
A lot of people are coming in our...
Oh, shit, okay.
Do you still think that
John Hagee.
Katrina is punishment from God for a society that's becoming like Sodom and Gomorrah?
Dang.
All hurricanes are acts of God because God controls the heavens. I believe that New Orleans had a level of sin that was offensive to God, and they were recipients of the judgment of God for that. The newspaper carried the story in our local area that was not carried nationally, that there was to be a homosexual parade there on the Monday that the Katrina came. And the promise of that parade was that it was going to reach a level of sexuality
Dang.
never demonstrated before in any of the other gay pride parades. So I believe that the judgment of God is a very real thing. And I believe that the Hurricane Katrina was in fact the judgment of God against the city of New Orleans.
Do you think that the whole city was punished because of things like the forthcoming Gay Pride Parade?
This is true.
Dang.
All of the city
Shit.
was punished because of the sin that happened there.
He's saying the
That's
same
it.
thing Muslim clerics be
He
saying.
endorses me. It does not mean that I embrace everything that
Oh,
he stands
shit.
for and believes in.
Is he ready to embrace someone who calls
He switched that shit up a little
religion
quick.
a great whore?
Well, I think John McCain's statement that he put out from the campaign after the question was raised speaks for itself. And I think that many times people who endorse someone are not in total agreement with them on every issue. That's the case with most people.
John McCain will be a strong, courageous, and effective leader from the first day he steps into the Oval Office.
You see?
I'm very honored by Pastor John Hagee's
John Hagee
endorsement today.
must sway a lot of fucking votes or something. Versifier is mean. Y'all motherfuckers is mean with y'all political shit. It really, yeah. I'm a Versifier subscriber, you heard? It's fucking crazy. This ass. Versifier is the shit. You know, I fucks with him. One thing for sure, and two things for certain. I don't agree with everything though, because it might be a little propaganda in there. But that shit was John McCain standing next to this man. And when Obama with this motherfucker, he's fucking right up there with Farrakhan. He's over Farrakhan for real, cause he's shooting at the Pope. You heard me? That nigga is talking. He's talking real greasy, like right in front of everybody. See, that's the difference between us and them. You know what I'm saying? When they connected right, them motherfuckers could say anything. They really got freedom of speech. You understand? We don't really have no fucking freedom of speech. And they ain't just, I ain't saying black people don't have no freedom of speech. Poor people don't have no motherfucking freedom of speech. Yeah. That motherfucker, he got some type of power. John Hagee. I never even heard of this fucking dude. That's why I fucks with Versifier. You know? I fucks with him. Plain and simple. But yeah though. Get your political game up, man. Get your political game up, and I ain't talking about votes. You know? I ain't talking about just voting. I'm talking about just politically, period. Things you do, people you associate with. Yeah. That's political.